All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Wakakodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and feast and salutation to all our Akim doing and pushing his word, and all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. And sincere shalom to the elect. So yeah, I want to get into this little Passover lesson, just something to, just to keep in mind, you know. Meanwhile, while we're serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the rest of the world of Israel, okay, the 2/3, they're keeping up a mess. They're out there doing, a whole bunch of fuckery on this day that we keep by faith, okay? And, this is a solemn time for us as well, You got these guys last year, a couple of years ago, that wanted to do this, I don't know what it was. It was stripper girls or bottle girls, and, was it like a private hall that they had ordered, okay? And, that's unnecessary. That's not serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai with that honesty, truth, and sincerity. That's just, that's just wrong. You ain't supposed to be, involved, especially those people. Those 2/3 that were there, they didn't believe in what was going on, man. Those type of people, they're like Cardi B's and all the rest of them, okay? They only may know about Passover, Pesach, they'll call it Easter and get Easter bunnies all out. They're off, okay? And they come through to dinner, they got all types of mess on the table, and they looking at it just as a meal, a function to be at, okay? They're not looking at it with the severity of what's going on. They're not looking at it with understanding, okay? They're looking at it as, time for the family to get together, like that plantation Christian shit, right? Time for the family to get together. Let's put on our best outfits, I'm gonna bring this, you bring that, A whole bunch of mess, man. 2/3 their mind is gone, they're lost, okay? And then when they go home, what's in their fridge? They got bread in their fridge, they got all this stuff with yeast still packed up in their house. Though they said to themselves, yeah, we served on the Passover, yeah, we went to our family's house and we kept it. You didn't keep nothing, man. That was some sucker shit. That's playing the Lord cheap. That's what Cain did in Genesis chapter 4, man. Your sacrifice is garbage, okay? Garbage. These 2/3, man, they just don't get the understanding. It's not with them, Because like I said, these times, we recognize these are solemn times. All right, this ain't a time to be joking around, laughing like this is some kind of party that we're holding or we're going to. This is serious, okay? Because when you go read the story of us leaving Egypt, the first Passover, you'll see how the Lord was getting down, okay? And on the second Passover, when our Lord was, crucified, who they hung and slew on a tree, right? It was a solemn time then, okay? And we're keeping it just the same as, in the past. Like the Lord said, He required that which is past, okay? And the Lord don't change. So we're going to keep these things to the best of our abilities, okay? We're going to do this work to the best of our ability. We're going to walk after Yahweh Yahushai because we know, hey, that's the way, okay? The world, let the world alone, man. The world, they don't understand this. They have no clue. You know, I was looking up the other day. I'm gonna get into the lesson real quick. I was looking up the other day, and I was looking up because I seen IOIC. They just had Purim on the 4th or 5th or something like that, right? So I think their their Passover should be what, around April 1st or something like that. April 2nd, April 1st. Actually, no, April 1st. Yeah, because they do that Friday, Saturday, Sabbath stuff, right? And then the long hats, small hat, long hats. Those guys, I think it's April 7th, something like that. April 7th to the 12th or something like that. I was like, what? But anyways, you could go look it up. You'll see, okay? But you know, these people are off. You know, even with them keeping the, you know, the long hats, right? They're going on a Gregorian calendar. They're going off their, if they're the so-called the people, right? They're going off their enemy's calendar. Clearly, it tells you that these things are ordained in the scriptures by what? The new moon. Observing these things by the new moon, okay? But, you know, when we talk like this, we're crazy, we're mad. All right, well, go ahead, get out of here. Go follow the rest of those people in the world and see where you at, okay? Anyways, let's get into this real quick. Candida, okay? This is what I looked up about, you know, the reduction of yeast in your diet, okay? And I always say this every year. We always take a cleanse from those yeast products. You know, the benefits we get to see, because there's a lot of health benefits to it, okay? And we get to reap the benefits of what we're going through, okay? When we put off this you know, all these yeast products, okay? So within the physical body, we could see results. And within the spiritual man, there's also results too, because you're following after those things that please Yahweh Shemi Shai. So within the physical body, you get a benefit, and within the spiritual man, you get a benefit as well. But like I said, what is the rest of the world doing? Okay, they're keeping up in garbage, they're keeping up in hogwash. They're not cleansing themselves. They're not purging themselves, right? They're continuing in the same shit over and over and over and over. But every year, you know, within the year we have high holy days, and we keep them, right? Day of Atonement, the fast, you know, the 24-hour fast, you know, and sometimes we fast and we go on pulse, greens, you know, veggies. That can be found also too in, I think, Daniel's the first chapter. You know, Daniel's the first chapter, the second chapter. But yeah, go. You know, for the rest of you Akim who are, you know, like-minded, go check this out if you haven't already. Okay, because we gotta bring these things out to teach our people. Well, truthfully, we're looking for the elect. Okay, but even if you sit back and watch our videos, you could get a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, man. Because there's a lot of things that the brothers teach you, you know, within these lessons. And if you have a ear to hear, spiritual ear that is, then you would pick up on it. Anyways, let's get into the lesson here. Return and observe and partake, O Israel. Okay, and we only, you know, the elect, they're the only ones that are going to be drawn out. Well, the elect are the ones that the Lord is looking for. Those are the only ones that are going to be saved. Okay? And we, returning back onto Yahweh Shemi Shai, call ourselves the hopeful elect. You know, having hope that we might be numbered amongst them. Right? So, let's go into Deuteronomy. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me get this real quick. Joshua chapter 24 and verse 14. Now, therefore, fear Yahweh and serve him in sincerity and in truth. That's what we were doing. We turned around, turned our lives around, coming back onto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood and in Egypt, and serve ye Yahweh. And this was also told in Genesis chapter 35 and verse 2. Jacob arose to his household and said, get rid of those gods. Alright? Come back, be clean, change your garments. Serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in sincerity and in truth. Okay? And this is what we're doing right now when we're rehearsing these righteous acts. Because we don't want to be seen in a bad eye onto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We want to be seen in a good eye. Okay? Our hopes is that in this walk, that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has us and has us going down the right path. Okay? And our hopes also too is that we're part of that number, part of the elect. But we're not just out here doing this because, oh yeah, we want to seem cool. We want to have a large gathering. We're looking for money. No, we're out here to look for salvation from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? And Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has commanded us within the scriptures to do these things. Okay? Observe them, keep them. Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 4. Shemaiah, Yashar Allah, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh Achad. Hear, O Israel, Yahweh our power is one Yahweh. And that's right. He's not to be mixed and mingled with these other gods. No, he's above all these different gods. All the other gods of these nations are idols. Okay? But Yahweh is the true power. Verse 5, and thou shalt love Yahweh thy power with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. Right? And we love Yahweh Yahushai with all thy might, with all thy power, with all thy strength, man. Okay? With all thine heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. Continuing, and these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, within thy mind. Okay? Constantly going over there. What is that? Joshua 1 and 8. Constantly meditating upon these things. Also too, Sirach chapter 6 and 37, if I'm not mistaken. Continuing verse 7, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt take and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. Okay? So that's what we constantly rehearse these righteous acts. And we even teach them on to our children, okay? And we don't just jam and force these things on people's throats. No, we show them this is what's happening. This is why we're keeping this, But you're supposed to teach these things and observe them, okay? Oh, shoot. I should have really started up from verse 1, but let me get verse 3 here. Deuteronomy 6 and 3. Hear, therefore, O Israel, and observe to do it. See? Observe to do it. That's why, when we came into this truth, we were first listening, sitting down as sponges, absorbing, right? And we wanted to do it right. We didn't want to just come in and, so we observed, we rehearsed, when we started, how would you say, getting into action. Okay? Because like Apostle Elder Tahar says, the first time you just coming into this truth, it's better for you to just, observe, keep it, but observe. You got to learn first, so that way you can do it right? And that way you can teach it right as well. So let's go back into another scripture here. Jeremiah chapter 3 and 14. Turn, O backsliding children, saith Yahweh, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. and I will give you passes according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And right now, the Lord has set up those passes out there on the highways and byways. Brothers, we're putting up those videos, we're teaching you. Because what? We heard the call. The Lord said, what? Turn back. Black said, oh, you know what? Right here. Jeremiah 3:22, return, ye backsliding children, and I will heal your backsliding. Behold, we come unto thee, for thou art Yahweh our power. Yeah, and the we is us. The ones who are putting up these scriptures, doing these videos, rehearsing these righteous acts, observing them, doing them, teaching them on to their sons and daughters, right? We're the ones who are returning on to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because we realize, yeah, you know what? We played a whore. We played a harlot. We were married on to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, as it says back in 14. Okay? And we went and played the harlot. We went and started linking up with these other gods. Okay? Serving these heathens gods. Which, as you should know already, the Lord said that He is a jealous power. Angry. Okay? When you do that type of stuff. That's like you having a woman, you just got married or whatever, and she was a virgin and everything. Next thing you know, you at work and she's off gallivanting with some niggas, and you posting online and all types of shit, or however you get to find out. You'd be like, yo, get out of here, man. Divorcement. You played the harlot. Go back with them. Don't come to me. Isaiah chapter 50 and verse 1. Thus saith Yahweh, where's the bill of your mother's divorce? Where's the bill of your mother's divorcement, whom I have put away? Or, which of my creditors is it to whom I have sold you? Behold, for your iniquities ye have sold yourselves, and for your transgressions is your mother put away. Okay, we're going to go into Hosea real quick. But the Lord said, where's that bill of divorcement, man? Where's that bill of divorcement, man? You're the only ones that have chosen out everybody in the world. Okay, yeah, I'm mad at you, man. Yeah, I'm pissed off at you, Baruch chapter 4, starting from 6 to 8, you provoke the Lord to that anger, right? That's why you're sold onto these nations. Because you want to do what? Sacrifice unto devils and not unto Yahweh. So the Lord said, hey, these law, statutes, commandments, they're still up, sucker. What are you doing? I haven't ousted you and said, hey, everybody can be saved. You, Israel, I've chosen you. Jeremiah chapter 3 and 20, surely as a wife treacherously departed from her husband, so ye have dealt treacherously with me, O house of Israel, saith Yahweh. See, so you're married onto him, and you dealt treacherously by going on to those other gods. Playing the harlot, right? Playing the hoe. You went and played with those other gods. The Most High is looking at you like, what are you doing? What's up with you? Let's get this real quick. Hosea 2, okay. Hosea chapter 2 and 2. Plead with your mother. Plead, for she is not my wife, neither am I her husband. Let her therefore put away her whoredoms out of her sight, and her adultery from between her breasts. Now this reminds me of Ezekiel chapter 23, the two sisters. Let me see if I find that real quick. Yep. They committed whoredoms. You can go their breasts. It bruises teeth, their virginity. Go read this if you haven't already. Okay. But yeah, that's basically it, man. You know, you've played a whore, you've played the harlot, and the Most High is like, oh, what do I want with you, man? Just like He would say in the world. Okay. Verse 5, for their mother have played the harlot. See, she have conceived them. She that conceived them have done shamefully. For she said, I will go after my lovers that give me my bread and my water, my wool and my flax, my oil and my drink. But this was all given to you from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because in verse 8 tells you, going on, verse 7, and she followed after her lovers. See that? So you played the harlot, right? Followed after these lovers, right? Why would, that's a man, like I said, a man wouldn't want that back, yo. He'd be like, get out of here. I don't want you. You've been poked around, you've been done this, you've done that. Keep it moving. So going back to verse 7, and she followed after her lovers, but she shall not overtake them, and she shall seek them, but shall not find them. Then shall she say, I will go and return to my first husband, for then it was better with me than now, for she did not know that I gave her corn and wine and oil, and multiplied her silver and gold, which they prepared for Baal. See, so it's the Lord that gave her that increase. But, what she said, go after my lovers that gave me bread and my water, my wool and my flax, my oil and drink, and my drink. Okay? So, Israel has played the whore. Israel has played the harlot in the sight of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And He doesn't like that, okay? That's why, let me get this real quick. You people are destroyed, man. Jeremiah 4:22, for my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. You see that? So when we're telling you about turning back onto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and seeking your Lord, your power, they have none understanding. They're stupid children, They're wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. So when you're telling them all about keeping the law, statutes, commandments, observing and doing these things, they throw that out to go seek the wisdom of wickedness, which is not wisdom at any time and not knowledge at any time. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom at any time. Okay? So this is how foolish our people are. Here it is, it's being made known to you what you should be doing or who you should be seeking. You should understand these things through belief and faith. Okay? And have hope for these things. But, Esau, Edom's ways, and these other nations are so savory to Jake, two-third Jake, that they can't help but eat it up. Hosea chapter 4 and 6, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, see? But you're wise to do evil, right? To do good, you have no knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, see? We're telling you what's up, and you're just like, nah, we ain't going for that, okay? We don't want that. That's why the Lord said that, they say that the Lord's way is not equal, but the Lord said that their way is not equal. As a matter of fact, that's right next. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. Right? And that's the problem with our people, man. Okay? You reject the Lord. You're pushing away this knowledge, wisdom, understanding. So guess what? As much, all that same energy that you come with, the Lord is coming with onto you. You want to reject him? Okay, I'm going to reject you. Lord said, go cry unto them gods in the time of your tribulation. Go cry unto. That's how you know the Lord is a Jake, man. That's how you know that the Lord is a Jake, man. When you read certain scriptures in here, like what? Know ye not that your body is not your own? What? Yo, Jake talk like that, man. Jake tell you, oh yeah, you fuck around, all right, go and cry back onto that bitch. See if she save your ass. Okay? That's the same way the Lord is telling us back in is it Judges? Okay? So go cry unto them gods, man. See if they're gonna save you in that time. Okay? See if they're gonna help you. Let me see if I can find it. Judges chapter 10 and verse 13. Ye have forsaken me. See, he rejected, right? And served other gods. And what are we telling you right now? We're telling you, hey, put away those fucking gods. Genesis 35 and 2. Put away those gods, man. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let that deliver you in the time of your tribulation, yo. This is all that's all you know. It's a Jake, man. Jake would tell you something like that, man. Yeah? You want to talk that shit? Okay, go cry unto them. See if them save you. Okay? Well, what the Lord said. I'm going to get this real quick. This is how stupid our people are. Ezekiel 33 and 17. Yet the children of thy people say, the way of the Lord is not equal, but as for them, their way is not equal. Okay? So the Lord is saying, hey man, your fucking ways is not equal. What are you talking about? I'm giving you something that's proper, but yet you want to corrupt it. Yet you want to make it crooked. What is that? Sirach 1 and 17. That which is made crooked, who can make straight? Esau, Edom, his spirit, him, his whole way, these heathens, all their way is crooked. But unto you, Yashra'Allah, the spirit in them is upright, right? But the spirit in Esau, Edom is not upright, right? And the just shall live by his faith, man. You individuals out there, when we got to keep these things, you're like, how long? The brother put that up in there. He said, how long will the new moon or Sabbath be that we may go sell corn and oil and all those things, right? That's the mentality of Jake, man. I got to keep this. Oh, man, what is it? That's how they are. Because they're too wrapped up in serving these other gods. They're too wrapped up in serving Esau, Edom. They're so wrapped up in that they're blinded. They're wise to do evil, man. And they have no knowledge about this. Even though we're telling you right there in front of your fucking face, every day, you guys are Israelites. You guys are Israelites. Stop listening to fucking people like Vocab Malone, Cherry Love, all those fraudsters in the church, all the TD Jakes, TD Snakes. Those guys, hey man, those guys are causing, Jeremiah was at 23 and 32, causing the people to err, man. Which people to err? The Israelites, us, who this book is for, okay? So let's get a couple more scriptures and close out. Yeah, you gotta be a doer, not just a hearer, and that's the problem with Jake, man. You tell him, keep these things. I said, what? Why I gotta keep that, man? Can't I just know that I'm an Israelite? Can't I not, no. You gotta do, man. You gotta take part, okay? Yeah, like if you say you're a doer, and you're not doing it, then what's the sense of even? You're just lying, okay? James 1 and 22. But be ye doers of the word. Right? Don't just hear us, take part, okay? And not hearers only, see? Be ye doers of the word and not hearers only. So you have some individuals that come up and they're on the comment board for years, and you're like, yo, ain't you supposed to be out there by now? Ain't you supposed to, Desire the sincere milk that you may grow thereby? Are you just here to be a fan, groupie or whatever they call them? The Lord is looking for his elect, and the elect are going to work. That's why the Lord said, go feed my sheep. No man that, is serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to entangle himself with the affairs of this world, man. He's going to look to be that good soldier, and Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is looking for that 144. Nothing less, man. Nothing less and nothing more, you know. Revelation 14, Revelation chapter 7, okay? But be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves, right? So you have to be partaking in this work. You can't just be sitting on the sidelines, you know. Last time I checked, the Lord said to rehearse the righteous acts, right? So that's what we're doing. We're out here rehearsing these righteous acts. You know, all these things were given onto us to what? Just sit back. As a matter of fact, that's what I want to get. Because I was like, wait, I must throw this in there. Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. See that? Might have hope through what? Learning all these things, seeing all these things that happened before, you know, keeping these things, right? And might have hope that what? That we're part of that, 144, man. That the Lord is going to save us. So all these things were written aforetime for our learning, not just to sit back and be like, yeah, this sounds so good. Oh, that sounds so great. No, you're supposed to rehearse it. Keep the righteous acts to the best of your ability, man. Because right now we know we're in captivity. We're not in our own land. We can't go out there and grab a lamb out of our yard and slew it right there. Hang it up and skin it. And yeah, right. People call police. Certain people call police. I know some of my neighbors might be like, hey, give me some of that meat. You ain't got no deer meat? With that goat? With that lamb? Oh, okay. Can I have some? You know. But enough of that. Let's get into this real quick. And this is the topic here: return and observe and partake, O Israel. Right? That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's what you're supposed to be involved in. The rest of the world's involved in the world. You're not supposed to be involved in the world. Be in the world, but not of it. Right? Yeah, money's for defense and wisdom's for defense. Yes, but you gotta know that. Hey, look. This is what you gotta serve. You gotta serve the Most High, man. Okay? Even Naaman. Yeah, Naaman, Gehazi, Elisha. 2 Kings chapter 5. He even fell on his face and said, there is no God but the God of Israel. Okay? Let me get that real quick, actually. I was bringing that out in the chat. Brothers from GMS, I think it was in Trinidad or Slovakia, brother. I can't remember what camp, which part you were from there. GMS, Trinidad, or one of the islands. But anyways, it was brought up in the chat, and I said, yeah, let me put the scripture up here, because I had uploaded something. Yeah, it was Jake out there. There was a Jake out there pretending to be a bum. Meanwhile, he has a fucking G-Wagon. So then the guy's like, yo, what the fuck? I gave you all this money, raise. Yeah, so it was dealing with that, okay? And when you go read 2 Kings, you'll find out who the character. Well, I'll give it to you now. Gehazi, right? When he seen Naaman leaving, right? He went to go follow after him so he could get, some remnant, okay? Silver, garments. But Elisha was telling Naaman, hey, look, you don't need to, sorry, go on your way. It's okay. Go on, right? Because he was a leopard. Okay? So Elisha's like, no, that's all right. Keep it, you hold it. But Naaman, like an idiot, when Elisha went back, he ran off and tried to get and You read the rest of the story. Eventually, he is asked, Gehazi, he ran off to Naaman, Slakia, and collected garments of silver, and eventually his ass got turned leopards. Okay, it's right here, Second Kings, right? But he had said, where is it? Right here, verse 15. And he returned to the man of God, he and all his company, and came and stood before him. And he said, Behold, now I know that there is no God in all the earth, but in Israel. See that? So he knew that, hey, all these other gods that these other people be cheering on and this and that and blah, 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 they don't exist, man. The only God, the only power is in Israel. That God of Israel, that's the only power. Okay? So yeah, here it is when you read it. He said, no, I ain't taking that. You was leopards. But we got Gehazi, okay, that servant. He ran off and he did what he did, and right here at the end, verse 27, his ass was cursed. Okay? Him and his offspring. So let's get back into this. Judges 5 and 11. And we'll close out. Because this is what we're supposed to be doing, rehearsing these righteous acts. Keeping these things by faith. This is our belief. Okay? So all these people out there yelling at us and screaming at us, well, don't you guys have belief in faith? That's right. Even the fucking Muslims, they have their belief, they have their faith, right? But one day we're gonna find out who the Lord is dealing with. Okay? And through the prophecies, through these scriptures, through the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, we could clearly see who it's gonna be. But anyways, Judges 5 and 11. And no, don't be like, hey, that's jumping over faith. Well, there's signs and prophecies that the Lord is showing within these scriptures, and those who understand the parables can see who the Lord is truly dealing with in this world. So what book he's really dealing with, and that's the Bible. Okay? I heard this guy, Black Thought, exactly, that's his fucking name, Black Thought. He was on that Benny the Butcher and J. Cole song, right? And I have to say, J. Cole whooped Benny's ass on his... J. Cole's lyrics just toasted Benny on his own song. He roasted him on his own song, man. But Black Thought that he could put up a better verse, which was a whack. It was really whack, man. When you listen to Cole's verses, you'll find out. But he's saying the Bible's not the greatest book in the world. I was like, you know what? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and all you 2/3, man. All you two bug out thirds. Listen to his name, Black Thought. No fucking wonder you're void of understanding, man. Black, everything black. We ain't black people. First of all, we're a nation. Nobody out there is known by no nation is known by a skin tone. Okay, or so-called skin color. That's not how it revolves. That's not how the world revolves. All right, you're known by nations. Judges 5 and 11. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the place of drawing waters, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts. And that's here. The noise of the archers, what the fuck you think that means? That means boom, boom, boom. Okay? Drawing waters, what do you think we're doing right now with these words? Okay? With the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh. See? So, what do you think we're doing right now? We're rehearsing the righteous acts of Yahweh. Yahweh wrote these in this book, and we're to follow it. Okay, it was written in the book, and we're to follow it. It's plain and simple. It's not hard. Okay. Let me get this last. Seeing it's the Passover. Okay, let's get this last right here. First Corinthians chapter 10 and 1. Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant how that all our fathers were under the cloud, and all passed through the sea, and were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea, and did all eat the same spiritual meat, and did all drink the same spiritual drink. For they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Hamashiach. But, here's the thing, but with many of them, God, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, was not well pleased, for they were overthrown in the wilderness. Now these things are examples to the intent we should not lust after evil things, as they also lusted. And guess what? You got the Currans and the Abrahams and Daytons all over again. You know, these guys out here who shout out F this so-called man after they pass away. And, you know, you like rappers. Gucci Man has songs that, you know, God bless the dead or something like that. Don't speak on the dead. Start rapping on the dead and all this stuff. Because he himself killed one of Jeezy's homeboys or whatever and started making a whole bunch of songs about him. And then, you know, these drill rappers, Chicago rappers, all these rappers, they do it, right? And then look what happens to them. But moreover, these individuals coming right back. Okay, coming right back. Yes, reincarnation is true. Okay, coming back into the flesh is true. You have a spirit, you die, you go before the Most High, and then on to the third and fourth generation, he sends you back again to face out your judgment. Okay, yes, it is biblical. Okay, so, hey man, we're seeing what's happening in this world right now. We're flying back to the Most High. We're running back onto the Most High, you know. But 2/3, you know, they caught up in their ways. They caught up in the world, you know. And right now, like a time like now, watch. Guarantee we're probably going to turn on the TV tonight till tomorrow. This whole Passover week, we're going to start seeing a whole bunch of 2/3 jakes just getting taken out left, right, and center. Shooting here, nightclub stabbing there, this, that, car ran over this guy, brawl in the Bronx, you know, rumble in the Bronx, you know, bunch of, hey, we all know it. It always happens coming up to and even coming out of the Passover season around this time right now, okay? And that's the Lord's judgment, because we read it right back here. You know, hey, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is to be feared, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is to be feared. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is to be feared, okay? Give all thanks and praise unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai that you know who you are and that you're in the position that you're in. You're serving him. You know, you could have been like one of those 2/3 right now. Hey, baby, we gonna go to the club? Yo, homie, let's go shoot up this place. Yo, you got some, you know, whatever fucking 2/3 jakes is involved in nowadays. Y'all wanna go get some extremely tight pants? You know? Y'all wanna go buy some purses? Y'all wanna go buy some guns and purses and tight pants? You know? Go hang out with Young Thug and them? Look where Young Thug is right now. He in jail. Facing life. Okay? 2/3 you're in a mess, man. And that's just the least. When Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai return and rip this place up, man, you guys gonna be crying, screaming, bawling, gnashing your teeth. You know, that's why we're observing and returning onto these things, because we're sorrowful. Meaning, you know, looking from the time we came into the truth, looking back on our life, we're like, holy shit, man. You know, couldn't the Lord give me this from time I was a baby? You know, because you know how good, how great this is, you know. But you had to go through what you had to go through to appreciate this greatness right now. So you have to go through all that mess, all that wrong, to appreciate the right that you're going through right now, you know. So, hey, with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash, Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well and are worthy of their double honors. And peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing his word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity through the four corners of the world. And I'd like to give, sincere shalom to all our elders that came before. Because through them, through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua working through them, we're, we have what we have now. And, with the passing of High Priest Ariel, the 12 tribes chart, okay? And a lot of individuals out there, they want to speak menacing and wrong, Hey, may the Lord do what he's going to do, man, because you individuals, you're ungrateful, You're truly ungrateful. Because without those individuals, the Lord said, if those, the Lord put it in that, put it in their spirit to know these things, right? Put it in their spirit to reveal these things, right? And then on top of that, these are your elders. You should be showing more respect than what you've been showing. To all those individuals out there that want to talk bad about all the elders that came before. Okay? So with that, I just wanted to say that, with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua B'Hashem Rakal Kodash. I hope you're edified. Shalom. Wa Abad Babal.